The Feast of the Chair of St. Peter the Apostle, celebrated on February 22nd, is an ancient tradition of the Church that dates back to at least the mid-4th century. This feast honors the authority and mission entrusted by Christ to St. Peter, symbolized by his chair, which represents his role as the leader and shepherd of the Church. The feast is not simply about a physical chair but rather about the spiritual authority given to Peter and his successors, the popes, who continued to guide the Church in faith and doctrine. The history of this feast can be traced to early Christian celebrations that commemorated Peter's leadership and martyrdom. By the 4th century, Christians were already venerating the memory of Peter's apostolic ministry, particularly in Rome, where he served as the first bishop. Over time, the feast became a way to express unity with the papacy and to reaffirm the belief that the Bishop of Rome, as Peter's successor, continues to serve as the visible head of the Church. The importance of the chair of St. Peter lies in its deep theological significance. In Matthew 16:18-19, Jesus declares to Peter, "You are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven." This passage highlights Peter's unique role in the foundation of the Church, granting him authority to bind and loose, a power passed down through apostolic succession. This feast serves as a reminder of the unity and stability of the Church under the leadership of the Pope. It calls the faithful to remain steadfast in their communion with the successor of Peter, who continues to shepherd Christ's flock. As such, the celebration of the chair of St. Peter is not just an acknowledgement of historical events but a reaffirmation of the Church's mission to proclaim the gospel and maintain the integrity of the faith. The lineage of the popes. Since St. Peter, there have been 266 popes in the history of the Church. Pope Francis, elected on March 13, 2013, is the 266th pope and the 8th sovereign of Vatican City-State. His papacy continues the apostolic mission given to Peter, leading the Church with humility, mercy, and a strong emphasis on evangelization and care for the poor. Theological reflection. How does the authority given to Peter by Christ continue to shape the Church's mission in an age of secularism and moral relativism?